And welcome back, everyone, to Overtime. As we teased earlier, we have a special guest joining us. He is none other than Coach Boo Ellis of Riverside High School, longtime baseball coach here in the Delta, and he's just coming off of his 400th career win. What a milestone, and he's here to join us on Overtime to talk about his baseball story, about his past with the game, and also perhaps his future with the game. Here with us on Overtime. We appreciate it, Coach Ellis, you taking time out of your busy schedule, because I know school is out right now, but I'm sure the way you operate, you're always on the go, always involved, so we don't take your time here lightly.
Well, thank you very much for having me. This is a very special moment, for me, and for you to ask me to do this, it's pretty cool.
And I was just about to say, we go way back. I remember Coach Ellis playing at St. Joe, baseball, football, outstanding quarterback, but I know baseball, if I'm not mistaken, your first love. Tell us about that love and how it began for you as far as your interest in the game, because I know you come from a big family, 5 brothers, and your dad was also a baseball man, but kind of take us back to maybe your love for baseball and how that all started for you.
Well, like you said, it started at home, obviously, with Dad. And, of course, I really, to be honest with you, I grew up with a baseball. I have an old picture at home, and it's me, and I'm probably about 2. I'm holding a baseball. And I still have it, and it's kind of cool to look at it and go, it's probably when it all started, But Dad was a guy that loved the game. He played me in softball, back in the day at Ward's, and did those things. But he always, did stuff with us. And one of the things that he valued was time with all 5 of us,
Growing up, did you have aspirations of becoming a professional baseball player? Is that something you were thinking about as well?
Yes, sir, absolutely. That was my dream, as it is. Even the guys I coach today, they all had that dream of, being a professional baseball player, Obviously, the professional didn't work out, but I was able to play college ball, and that was awesome, a blessing. And when I decided to, to major in something, it's, I think I want to coach it, and I said, well, if you're going to make any money, you need to teach too. And a lot of folks ask me about, do you enjoy, I know you enjoy the baseball stuff, but do you really enjoy the teaching? And I'll tell you, I love the classroom.
Yeah, and you've been now in the education field for over 20.
This was my 25th.
25th year, wow. A lot of athletes, high school, you deal with a lot, and they may have those dreams of becoming professional athletes someday. I want to go to college and I want to give it a try, maybe professionally. When did you know that maybe pro baseball wasn't in the future for Coach Boo Ellis?
Probably my junior year. I had a great sophomore campaign at Mississippi Delta, all-state, all-region selection. Did very well. But I was 5'9", 175, 80 pounds.
Right. And so you go from Mississippi Delta to Mississippi College, and you played 2 years at MC.
I did.
And then after graduating from MC, it was off into the real world. What was that first job for you?
It was a handful. I went to MC, like you said, and then got that job in Clinton and Jackson area. And it was an eye-opening experience, because I guess I was by myself, kind of growing up in the world, and Mom and Dad, they were not there going, okay, you got to get up in the morning, go to work, or things like that, and it was cool to have that experience, but I always wanted to get back and do baseball. I helped out my first year with the baseball program, but I also did things like track. Did basketball. So, and I also hit that with football. So I was kind of going from one sport to another year round. And I kind of really wanted to center all my attention, eventually, my outlook was, I want to be a head baseball coach. I've got the baseball background. I still got a ways to go. I still need to, you know, to gather as much knowledge as I can. And it all worked out where I came back home to Greenville and job opened up down at Riverside.
Awesome. Well, I tell you what, we're going to take a break, Coach Boo Ellis, but when we return, we're going to talk about your time as a head coach at Riverside and also nearby school, Greenville Christian, where you were able to hoist that championship trophy. We'll be right back with Coach Boo Ellis here on your Overtime right after the short break.